Hi Aries, it's Nick. I hope you guys are doing well. It's for all my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, men and women. We're now covering your weekly reading for October 17th till the 23rd, as you see below. And this week, what is going to be going on in the sky, astrologically, generally speaking for us? It looks like all the fun and action is going to be towards the end of the week on the 23rd, so let's break it down. On the 23rd, we have Saturn in Aquarius going direct, so needing to take mental responsibilities for what we think, speak, and communicate, and sticking to our guns, staying unique and original, doing things our own unique individual way, even if it's hard, knowing that Saturn will reward us if we stay consistent, we work hard, we handle our duties, obligations, responsibilities, and there could be technological advances like we continue to see, but like we've seen in the past few years, there can also continue to be rules, restrictions, regulations as well, and we just got to keep going, endure, keep our head above water no matter what. On the same day, we are beginning Scorpio season, so we're shifting from cardinal air Libra, your opposite sign, into fixed water Scorpio, and we also have Venus moving into Scorpio, where you may know it doesn't like to be there, it doesn't do so well there, so we have to be a little bit aware because it could influence us to go too deep, become a little too obsessive, manipulative, possessive about the people, places, things that we love, and maybe be too distrusting or looking too deep into something that maybe isn't that deep. So that's something to be aware of with the whole Scorpio vibe. And then lastly, we have Juno, the asteroid in Pisces, going direct, and Juno is the partner of harmony, longevity. So now it going direct, I feel like is reharmonizing or bringing back together emotional long-term relationships and our visions for our dreams, imaginations, and it could be a better time for love and relationships, or more long-term emotionally connected relationships coming back together or healing. Okay, so we're going to be covering a little bit of health, work, and love. I'll have a link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards. All right, so my beautiful Aries, let's get started. So when it comes to your health, I feel like this is a week of rewarding yourself for a job well done. Maybe you're feeling proud of yourself, you're feeling confident, you completed something, or you've been really consistent sticking to something, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to treat myself, I'm going to reward myself, or I'm going to buy myself this, treat myself to this because I deserve it, I've been working hard, or I've really been sticking to, this plan, this goal, and I'm getting closer to it, or you reached it. So you're feeling proud of yourself, you're feeling more confident, maybe you're just feeling yourself this week, so you want to look the part, dress up, do your hair, makeup, nails, whatever it is that you do to feel good. And I just think you're feeling yourself and you want to treat yourself, rewarding yourself, and I'm all for it. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, and you could be doing things on your own, you're doing things solo, and because you completed this or you're working on something by yourself, you feel extra proud of yourself. You're like, yeah, I did this all by myself, no one helped me, no one gave me an easy way out or anything. I had to do this all by myself, and I think that's what gives you that confidence boost, because you did it by yourself. Okay, and then when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, Aries, this is a week of gathering information, doing research. Maybe you're trying to look up something, or you're working on a research paper, essays, dissertation, anything, but it feels like you're gathering information, you're looking up things, you're reading, you're watching stuff, you're trying to answer some questions, and you're very curious. So you could be very curious about something, or you're trying to gather the right facts, informations, and all that stuff for your thesis, essays, research papers, projects. And you could just be really, really curious and trying to know as much as you can right now. Maybe you're researching a different job or a school or a program, and you're just trying to find out as much as you can. There could be a younger person in your school or your work life. It could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, who may be assisting you with this, helping you with this, or helping answer your questions possibly. But it does feel like that you're gonna have to communicate or research or do some talking and gathering information, communicating. You're gonna have to be thinking a lot, but you are curious about. It's the stuff that you're gonna want to learn about, or it's gonna spark your curiosity. Okay, so research, gathering information, analysis, stuff like that is what you may be working on. Or there could be a lot of nosy people around you as well. There could be nosy people at your work, school, who kind of want to know your business, or kind of curious, or trying to, like, you know, creep on you, or know what your social media is, and you're like, I like to keep work, school separate. Or maybe some of you don't mind. So there could also be some curious people or nosy people who kind of want to know some of your business, and you're like, I don't feel comfortable doing that. Okay, and then when it comes to your love, relationships, and dating, on your side, we have the Universe in reverse, Page of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. All right, and then on this other side, for this other person, this can be the past, present, or future situation, or all three, all the above. We got the Moon, Oppression, and the Three of Swords. All right, so as far as who you could be dealing with, this definitely could be a Pisces, a Capricorn, or another, or an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Excuse me. Doesn't have to be though. Could be any sign, like I always say to you guys. Can just be the energies the person is embodying or playing out this time, or maybe be a mixed match of one of those two. So what's going on here? This person, again, Pisces, maybe Capricorn or air sign. I feel like this person's really emotional this week, or they may be opening up about sensitive things, sensitive topics, and you may be really overwhelmed by it, or be like, whoa, and realize how much they really need you. I think this person needs you a lot more than you think, a lot more than you ever thought. And this is a week where you kind of see that, or it finally comes to your awareness, or you realize it. Your world maybe has been feeling kind of small or claustrophobic. Maybe you've been feeling like you need to get out, or you need to do something else, or try something new. You're like, I'm just like stuck here. I want to get out. I want to do something. And so you've been kind of maybe irritated, or have like ADHD, and you want to go somewhere else or do something new. And so you may suggest, or maybe you'll want to suggest an activity or doing something with this person. And you're innocently like, oh, let's go try this or something. Like, it could be fun. And this person realize, or once you suggest this, you may, without knowing, have suggested to do something that maybe could have brought back a certain memory for this person, or made that like a trigger possibly that they have not opened up to you about. And I feel like this is a week where you find out a lot more about this person, way more than you thought, or way more than you needed to know, and about all their shame, their guilt, things that they're struggling with, their fears, their doubts, their addictions, attachments, because maybe there is something that you suggest to do and they're like, oh yeah, that would be fun, but it's like they tried for so long to stop doing that, and so it would be maybe really tempting for them. You know, like maybe this could be someone who, you know, was trying to stop drinking, was trying not to drink alcohol, and you suggest, oh, let's go to a bar, let's go get some drinks, and they're like, well, actually, no. Or you guys end up going, they're like, oh, well, you know what, I don't drink. And you're like, oh, really? Oh, that's cool, or like whatever. But then you realize they were an alcoholic, or they had this bad experience that was very traumatic, and that's what caused them to want to stop. And so they go on and open up about this whole story, and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. There's an accident, there's this and that. And you just realize a lot. And a lot of things become clear to you. So I feel like this is a week of like opening up. This person may have like an emotional breakdown, or just may reveal to you something that you didn't know before, a secret or something that happened to them, a trauma, an experience, a memory that was really hard for them to overcome. And you had no idea. You're just like, oh, whoa, sorry. Like, I didn't mean to like trigger that memory or anything. But you realize that they are dealing with a lot, or their life maybe has been very difficult. They've had to overcome a lot. Maybe they're still struggling with this situation or with this thing that emotionally still brings out these tears, this sadness from them. And you see that this person is in a vulnerable space. They're feeling weak, or they're feeling down, and you realize, man, this person really needs me, or like, I didn't know they were dealing with so much, or I didn't know that, you know, all this happened to you, like, whoa, like, I'm really, really sorry. And you guys start talking, and it kind of just opens up this stream of like conversations that maybe you would have never had if this didn't happen. So there's going to be new conversations, new important topics being covered, important conversations that actually matter, that help bring more clarity and truth into this relationship, or that help you understand each other way more so you about them, because they are the ones that are kind of going through a lot or have been through a lot. You just didn't know, right? You wouldn't know if like something didn't happen that made them bring up this memory possibly. And it's probably something they never wanted to talk about, but they probably feel comfortable with you. They feel safe with you. They feel like they can tell you anything. You're like, okay. It's kind of a lot for you to handle, but you realize that there's a kind of responsibility there, that they feel safe. They feel like they can trust you, and they're opening up to you about all these things. You're like, whoa, okay, yeah, don't worry. Like, I got you. And there's kind of like a responsibility that comes with that. And you maybe are the person that's going to help them or guide them or help clear their mind, clear their heart, cleanse them, because they're going through some heartbreak. They're struggling, maybe struggling with their addictions, with attachments or the past, or things that, you know, things that are haunting them from the past. And you're here to maybe help them see a better way, a new beginning, a different perspective. And I think just talking with each other and your conversating with each other is what's going to really help this person. So you may realize this week that someone in your life really needs you, or needs you more than you think. And just talking to you, or just hearing you, hearing your advice, hearing what you have to say, does a lot for them, more than you think. Okay? So let's continue on in the extended to get more information, to see where their energy is at. What are they thinking? What are they feeling when it comes to you? What they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and then also your advice. Okay, so we'll continue on in the extended. Link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Take care. Bye.